Whoa, today has been crazy. What is going on? This is nuts. Okay, so we're coming off of the breaking news of no collusion, and now we've got Michael Avenatti arrested. Apparently in New York and in LA, he's facing charges. This is breaking news. Admittedly, I'm filming this around the time when the news is breaking. I got a bunch of tweets pulled up from a bunch of people talking about what's going on. There's supposed to be a press conference. You know, I'm not going to be able to get to that because that's in a little bit. But this story from CNBC, Stormy Daniels' ex-lawyer Michael Avenatti arrested for alleged $20 million extortion scheme against Nike, embezzling clients' money, defrauding bank. There's something referred to as the Trump curse. Have you heard of it? I don't necessarily know what the premise behind it is, but it's something to the effect of people who come out against Trump have bad things happen to them. And now Michael Avenatti is facing the brunt of this, apparently. And it's not to say that it's in any way related to Trump. No, it's just there's weird things that happen where people will be like, Trump is bad, and then something bad happens to him. They call it the Trump curse. Celebrity lawyer Michael Avenatti has been arrested on charges related to an alleged $20 million extortion of the athletic apparel company Nike, federal authorities in New York City said Monday. Avenatti also is charged in a separate federal case out of Los Angeles where he is accused of embezzling a client's money in order to pay his own expense and debts, and of defrauding a bank in Mississippi. Whoa! That's an LA charge? Avenatti, 48, had represented porn star Stormy Daniels in her lawsuit against Donald Trump and his former lawyer Michael Cohen related to a non-disclosure agreement she had signed on the eve of the 2016 presidential election to keep quiet about her alleged affair with Trump in exchange for $130,000 payment. A press conference is scheduled to discuss the charges against Avennati in Los Angeles on Monday afternoon. Avennati is due to be presented in federal court on Monday. Okay, so I think maybe the press conference... No. There was in Los Angeles. Oh, wow. Because New York announced too. Okay, so we have this from the Southern District of New York, press conference advisory. I'm filming this just before 2, so it's, I'm not going to be able to get to this. I have to film these early because I have to do some work. There will be a press conference today at 2:30 p.m. I'm sure you guys can check all that out, or maybe, you've heard this already. But let's read out the story and see what's going on. A lawyer has a basic duty not to steal from his client, said U.S. Attorney for Los Angeles, Nick Hanna. Mr. Avenatti is facing serious criminal charges alleging he misappropriated client trust funds for his personal use, and he defrauded a bank by submitting phony tax returns in order to obtain millions of dollars in loans. Wow. The charges were revealed less than an hour after Avenatti announced a press conference to discuss purported claims against Nike. An FBI agent said in a complaint in New York that the lawyer had threatened to hold a press conference on the eve of Nike's quarterly earnings call to announce allegations of misconduct by employees of Nike. Well, bad news for Avenatti. He actually did announce it. So we have this tweet. Actually, I think I have the actual tweet. Tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern, we'll be holding a press conference to disclose a major high school college basketball scandal perpetrated by Nike that we have uncovered. This criminal conduct reaches the highest levels of Nike and involves some of the biggest names in college basketball. Now, I want to point something out. Innocent until proven guilty. You can all gloat. You can laugh at Mr. Avenatti, but he's innocent until proven guilty. Yes, however, apparently they have him on recording trying to extort Nike. So there's a whole other ball game. I would like to see the evidence before I throw him immediately under the bus. And we'll see what happens. A criminal complaint filed in New York against Avennati says he devised a scheme to extort a company by means of an interstate communication by threatening to damage the company's reputation if the company did not agree to make multi-million-dollar payments to Avennati and co-conspirator, and further agree to pay an additional $1.5 million to a client of Avennati's. Check this out. He wanted multi-million dollars for himself and was only going to get a little bit for his client. That's crazy. The complaint says that last Wednesday, Avennati and a cooperating witness spoke by phone with lawyers for Nike, during which Avennati stated, with respect to his demands for payment of millions of dollars, that if those demands were not met, he said, quote, "I'll go take $10 billion off your client's market cap. I'm not effing around." This guy is out of his mind. Nike had no immediate comment. In the Los Angeles case, Avennati is accused of negotiating a $1.6 million settlement for a client in a civil case, but then giving the client a bogus settlement agreement with a false payment date of March 10, 2018. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. That office said Avenatti misappropriated his client's settlement money and used it to pay expenses for his coffee business. Global Baristas US LLC, which operated Tully's coffee stores in California and Washington State, as well as for his own expenses. When the fake March 2018 deadline passed and the client asked where his money was, Avenatti continued to conceal that the payment had already been received, court documents said. Wow, this is a guy who went on TV, wanted to drag Donald Trump for all the Trump's wrongdoings. I have no problem saying it over and over again. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff Trump's done wrong. But judge not lest you be judged, and let he who is without sin cast the first stone. Avennati, a pot meat kettle. This dude apparently, according to these claims, stole money from a client and lied about how much money he actually won. Is that what they're saying? Avennati also allegedly defrauded a bank in Mississippi by submitting to the lender false tax returns in order to obtain 3 loans totaling $4.1 million for his law firm and coffee business in 2014. The LA U.S. Attorney's Office said, wow, man, this guy sounds dirty. According to the affidavit, Avennati obtained the loans by submitting a fabricated individual income tax return, Form 1040, for 2011, 2012, and 2013, reporting substantial income even though he had never filed any such returns with the IRS. The prosecutor's office said the phony return stated that he earned $4,500,000, whatever, in adjusted gross income in 2011, $5.4 million in 2012, and $4 million in 2013. According to the affidavit, Avennati allegedly also claimed that he paid $1.6 million in estimated tax payments to the IRS in 2012 and $1.25 in 2013. In reality, Avennati never filed personal income tax returns for 11, 12, or 13, and did not make any estimated tax payments in 2012 and 2013. Instead, of the millions of dollars he claimed to have paid in taxes, Avennati still owed the IRS $850,000 in unpaid personal income taxes plus interest and penalties for the tax years of 2009 and 2010. The U.S. Attorney's Office said Avennati also submitted a fictitious partnership tax return for his law firm. He didn't file personal income tax. Did he make no money? If in 2009 and 2010 he owed the IRS $850,000, let's break that in half. You know, I know we're just playing some numbers games, but let's say it's about $425,000 in each of those years. That would mean if we're estimating 30 or 40%, Avennati brought in somewhere around like 1.2 to 1.45 million. So these numbers would seem to be fabricated, definitely, if this is what he's claiming. This looks like, around double. Well, it also depends on what he expenses or whatever. But, so we have the breaking news here dropped by NBC, $20 million. I'm just going to go through a bunch of the tweets that I've pulled up. Yashir Ali tweeted, "For months, Avennati has been predicting with great confidence that Donald Trump Jr. was going to be indicted. Now he's the one who's facing charges. What is happening? No collusion, no obstruction, and Michael Avenatti's the one going to jail? My God, Mike Cernovich loves talking about the simulation theory. We're in the game. The simulation strikes again. I think it's a fun idea, but come on, what is happening? For years, they said, Trump colluded with Russia. Collusion, obstruction. Avennati said, oh, they're going to jail. And where are we? Trump has been cleared. There's no obstruction. And Avennati is the one in jail? Wow. I feel like maybe I died in my sleep. And this is a parallel reality, or accidentally walked some kind of portal and everything flipped around again. Listen, in 2016, everyone knew Hillary was going to win. And I was sitting there in this newsroom with Cassandra Fairbanks. And when Trump won, it was like, how? How did he win? What timeline is this? What timeline is this? Avennati tweeted this about an hour ago. Prosecutors allege that he tried to extract payments from Nike in exchange for not revealing damaging information. Federal prosecutors say Avennati's attempts to extort Nike were captured in recorded phone calls and video of an in-person meeting. Man. Yeah, so Lachlan Markay of the Daily Beast said, Avennati, speaking directly with Nike's lawyers, allegedly threatened to extort the company. The lawyers immediately called up the Justice Department and set up a recorded sting of Avennati reiterating his allegedly criminal demands. And here's a great response. Avennati is an idiot. Now, I will admit, it was in the past I said I truly believed that Avennati had a chance to beat Trump, if it came to it. And the reason for it was not because I thought Avennati was smart or that I thought that credible. No, it's because he's a bloviating braggart who can stand there and talk nonsense while Trump insults him. I thought, you look at the stodgy Democrats and they're all like, "Brr, brr, brr, brr," and Trump's all like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Trump basically points the finger. He calls you a name. You can't, like, how do you fight that? It's not a regular debate. The Democrats are too stodgy. I thought apparently Avennati is criminal enough to know how to be a bloviating braggart. And then what do we have here? Okay, so that's Michael Avennati's tweet. And we have some more news tweets. We have Michael Malice saying the Trump curse is real. Apparently so. I'm gonna end with one more. I want to reiterate one more time, just to send you off with a smile. Donald Trump, no collusion, no obstruction, and who is it behind bars? Michael Avennati. What is happening? I have no idea what it's like. We really are in bizarro world. MSNBC spouting conspiracies nonstop for years. Everything is flipped on its head. How does this happen? At least it's not boring. At least life is getting exciting, right? Stick around. I got some more videos coming up. I will see you in a few minutes.